Hello, we are from Group 2 and we'll be presenting on Chapter 2, which is partnering to build customer engagement value and relationship. So this is a list of our group members. So there are 7 of us. A little bit preview on this presentation. We'll be starting with strategic planning, then the business portfolio, followed by planning marketing, and then the marketing strategy and marketing mix, and eventually on the marketing management functions. Strategic planning is the process of developing and maintaining a strategic fit between the internals, which includes the organization's goal and the company capabilities, and also the externals, which is the changing marketing opportunities. There are 4 steps in strategic planning, where the first 3 steps involve the corporate level, and the remaining step involve the business unit, product, and market level. Start with defining the company mission, then setting company objective and goal, following by designing the business portfolio, and eventually planning marketing and other functional strategies. Starting with defining a company mission. A mission statement is the organization's purpose. It's a company's reason of existence. For example, Google's mission was to help people to organize the world's information and make it very accessible and useful. Second, setting company objective and goals. There are 2 types of objective here, namely the business objective and marketing objective. They are slightly different, whereas marketing objective is actually part of the business objective. Business objective is the overall company's objective. It's not just on the business level. It involves the units level, products level, whatever the company aiming to be is the business objective. Whereas the marketing objective is a specific goal or target relating to the marketing activity and performance of a business. Is usually involves aspect like market share, sales growth, and etc. To increase, for example, a brand, let's say Mr. Potatoes would like to increase 8 to 10% of their market share in a market of chips. That is the marketing objective of Mr. Potatoes. After the mission of the company is defined and the objective are set, now it's time to design the business portfolio. A business portfolio is a collection of businesses and products that the company make. Portfolio analysis is an important analysis used by the management to evaluate the products and businesses that make up a company. Is also very important in strategic planning. Each products and businesses can be a strategic business unit. Before designing the business portfolio, it's important to first analyze the current business portfolio. It started with identifying each strategic business unit. Hereafter, we'll be calling it as SBU, and then assess the attractiveness of each SBU, following by deciding how much support each SBU deserves. One of the most commonly used portfolio analysis is the BCG Growth Share Matrix. This portfolio analysis is to determine how much support to give to each SBU, and SBU can be forced into one of the 4 categories in this BCG Growth Share Matrices. The best product of a company will fall into the cash cow category, which it has a high market share and low market growth. These best products are actually earning the company a lot of good money, and this money is usually used to invest in SBUs in stars and question marks in hope to turning those SBU in these 2 categories into another cash cow. The star category has SBU in star category has high market share and high growth rate, which is positive in investing more so that it could stay, it could be developed into a cash cow. Yeah. Whereas for the SBU in question mark, they are high in growth rate, whereas it has low market share, where the company will have to invest more and work harder on it to compete among other competitors to make it stand out and to gain a higher market share, so that it could move forward to the star category and later to the cash cow. However, for the dog category, it is low for both market share and also market growth. So a company should really consider on whether or not to drop this, or should or maybe to improve on the quality of the product of SMU that falls into the dog category. However, there are problems with this kind of metrics approaches for the portfolio analysis, as it is difficult in defining SBUs and measuring market share and growth, and also is time consuming, expensive, and it focuses on current business, not future planning for this kind of metrics planning approaches. The company have to decide on how much they would like to invest on each SBU, as well as product or businesses. After knowing which category the SBUs falls into, the company can grow their business by expanding product as well as market. The product market expansion grid helps entrepreneur making decisions based on the risk of each option. The safest one would be the market penetration, where penetrating existing product into an existing market. A slightly higher risk would be having a new product in an existing market, or having a new market for an existing product. For an example for a product development would be YouTube, which recently starting to have the music subscription service, which was previously not offered. And for an instant for market development would be starting on a new demographic market. Diversification, which on the another hand would be of a high risk. An example for that would be if Apple decided to sell clothing, there will be diversification back, because that is totally not what they are doing now, and they are venture into a new area where has nothing to do on their product line now, and there will be diversifications.
Hi, my name is Henry, and I'm going to talk about planning marketing, partnering to build customer relationship. First of all, let's look at what a value chain is. It says here, the process or activities by which departments add values to an article, including design, produce, market, deliver, and support firms' product. That is, allows businesses to examine their activities and find competitive opportunities. It's no news that a company has several departments in it that work together to create the value that it delivers to customers. And these departments add on different kinds of values, such as designing, producing, marketing, delivering, and supporting the firm's products. Let's take a look at each department and the kinds of value it adds. For the design value, virtually most companies have R&D departments, research and development departments. These departments oversee adding design value to the company's products. For example, the R&D department researches and improves existing products, or researches and develops new products for the company to deliver to its customers. Next is the produce. The value of producing, which is transforming raw materials to finished goods, is most of the time done by operations and production department of a particular company. And next is market, the value of marketing. This is most of the time done by the marketing department of the company, which is analyzing the market situation and trying to find out what the customers would want and need, and ways of producing this in order to suit customer needs and delight customers. And next is delivery. The value of delivery most of the time is done by the logistics department of the company. This is all about ensuring the company receives raw material supplies and also delivering finished goods to the customers. And last but not the least, supporting the company's products. When the R&D department designs a prototype or develop an idea of a particular product to be produced by a company, it is only an idea until the finance department and the human resource department makes available human resources needed and the finances needed to produce that product. So we can see here that there is a partnership. All of these values are added by different partners within the company. So the R&D has to work together with the operations and productions, and also with the marketing department and with the logistics department, together with the finance and human resource department, to create value for customers. So all of these departments and the activities they perform make the company competitive, gives it an opportunity to be competitive. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at here is value delivery network, VDN. It says here that it's a part of supply chain of a company, not just the company, but a part of supply chain of the company. It is a network that is made up of the company, its suppliers, distributors, and customers who connect with each other to improve the performance of the entire system. So we see that when companies come together with their suppliers, their distributors, and customers, they create a network. Why do they need to come together? Why does the company have to come together with suppliers, distributors, and customers? We should know that companies are not isolated. Companies exist to serve their customers, to serve a market, and a market comprises of customers. And companies would not exist if they do not have suppliers. There have to be people who supply the company with raw materials, which the company transforms in most cases to finished goods in order to meet customers' needs and wants. And most of the times, there are distributors who make sure that the goods and services produced by a particular company reaches its customers or final consumers. So we see that these 1, 2, 3, and 4 stakeholders interact together and connect with each other to improve the performance of the entire system. How do they improve the performance of the entire system? For example, when a particular company, take for instance in Malaysia here, Gardenia Bread, it has its suppliers who supply it with flour and other ingredients, sugar and what have you, ingredients it uses in making bread. So Gardenia works together with its suppliers to make sure that it receives supplies on time. So when supplies are received on time, Gardenia will produce the bread and then work together with its distributors. For example, distributors here would be 7-Eleven, 99, KK, and other mini-marts and supermarkets where Gardenia breads are sold. So they would work together with the distributors to ensure that customers receive these products of theirs, and which of course meets the customer's needs. So 1, 2, 3, 4 have to work together. And besides, the customer has to analyze the needs of the company has to analyze the needs of the customer. For example, consumer taste. The company has to what kind of bread does the consumers want? What kind of bread does the customer want? Does the customer want whole grain, wheat bread? They analyze and see, and then they produce to meet the needs. Okay, let's move on. Marketing strategy. Marketing strategy is the marketing logic by which the company hopes to create this customer value and achieve these profitable relationships. It is no news that the number one goal of marketing is to exchange values. Companies create values for customers and expect to receive something valuable in return from customers. The kind of values they create are in their products, be it goods or services, whereas the kind of values they expect to receive from customers are sales revenues, profits, and what have you. So we see here that the core business of marketing is customer value and relationships, not just creating values for customer and also maintaining a profitable customer relationship. So that is why we have this at the center here. So we have it at the center here. Okay, so let's look at it from outside and then go inside. We see here that marketing intermediaries, for example, wholesalers, retailers, agents, and what have you, we see them here, they fall under marketing intermediaries. And then we see competitors. The company has to analyze its competitors to know the strengths and the weaknesses of its competitors in order to develop its own unique advantage, to ascertain its own unique advantage and proposition value, unique value proposition. So the company has to develop a unique value proposition by analyzing its competitors. And we also see here suppliers. The company has to look out for suppliers to make sure that its suppliers are able and capable to supply it with what it needs to fulfill customers' needs and wants. And we also see here publics. For example, the Nutritionist Society might be a public for Gardenia. They would want to ensure that Gardenia provides highly nutritious bread. Or else, if Gardenia's bread is not very nutritious, very poor in terms of nutrition, it might advise people to boycott its bread. So Gardenia here, as a previous example, has to consider publics, like such groups of people who are very health conscious, has to consider their opinions, their views in developing products. Okay, let's look at the circle here. We see here marketing analysis. Marketing analysis here, you have to analyze your market, know the needs and wants in the market, and then you do your marketing planning. After the planning, you have to implement the plan. And after implementing the plan, you have to do marketing control. Marketing control is just all about ensuring that implementation is in accordance with planning. Okay, and we go inside and then we see products. So after you might have all these things, you have to develop a product. Product could be a good or a service, and you have to price it competitively, and then you have to promote, and then there has to be a place, could be online or offline, a place or a geographical location where this product will be sold or will be made available for the customers to purchase and use them. Looking further inside, we'll see segmentation. It is no news that most products cannot serve all customer segments. So that is why you need to segment your market. You need to segment based on psychographics, based on geographical locations, based on demographics, and etc. So after you've segmented your market, the next thing you have to do is you have to do targeting. That you've segmented them into different marketing segments, you have to target a particular market segment. And after targeting, you have to do differentiation. Differentiation involves making your own product different from those of the competitor. And after differentiation, you have to do positioning. Positioning involves placing your product in the mind of the customers. For example, KFC slogan is finger licking good. So KFC has positioned its product in the minds of its customer in the sense that whenever the customers think about fingers licking good or delicious fast food, KFC would come to their mind. Okay. Let's have a look at customer value-driven marketing strategy. Here we have market segmentation, the division of a market into distinct groups of buyers who have different needs, characteristics, or behaviors, and who might require separate product or marketing mixes. And we look at market targeting, the process of evaluating each market segment's attractiveness and selecting one or more segments to enter. Differentiation begins the positioning process and market positioning, the arranging for a product to occupy a clear, distinctive, and desirable place relative to competing products in the minds of target customers. So we can see here the same thing I talked about earlier. The 4 marketing mix: set of controllable tactical marketing tools, product, price, place, promotion, that the firm blends to produce the response it wants in the target market. It consists of everything the firm can do to influence the demand for its products. So here we see products. We see variety. The firm has to consider variety of the products, the quality, the design, the features of the product, the brand name, packaging, and services. And then we look at price, list price, discounts, allowances, payment period, credit terms. And then we have a look at place, distribution channels, coverage, locations, inventory, transportation, logistics, and also promotion, where here we see advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, public relations, digital, and digital marketing. We see that the marketing mix, or the 4 Ps, consists of tactical marketing tools blended into an integrated program that actually engages target customers and delivers the intended customer value. Marketing management function. Managing the marketing process requires the 4 marketing management functions, which of course starts with analysis. You have to analyze your market and see what needs are there in the market. And you have to do planning, develop a strategic marketing plan, and strategic plans, and then develop marketing plans. So the strategic plan is all about the corporate strategic plan, and then it narrows down to a marketing plan. And then you move to implementation and organization, carry out the plans. So after you might have done your plan on paper, you have to carry it out, which involves implementing and organizing. And next, you have to control, measure your results, evaluate results, take corrective actions when needed. Okay, let's take a detailed look at analysis. It says here, complete analysis of a company's market and marketing environment. It should analyze company strengths and weaknesses, as well as current and possible marketing actions to determine which opportunities it can best pursue. The best tool to use is SWOT analysis. So in the SWOT analysis, the company here determines its strengths, its weaknesses, its opportunities, and its threats. So we can see here, strengths and weaknesses are within the company, while opportunities and threats are outside the company. Strengths: internal capabilities that may help a company reach its objective. Weaknesses: internal limitations that may interfere with a company's ability to achieve its objective. Whereas opportunities: external factors that the company may be able to exploit to its advantage. Threats: current and emerging external factors that may challenge the company's performance. So we see here that to match the company's strengths to attractive opportunities in the environment, simultaneously eliminating or weakness and minimizing the threats. So we have to match strengths of the company with opportunities out there in the market. And we will have to make sure that we are eliminating threats, minimizing threats by managing weaknesses. Okay. The second stage here is planning. It involves deciding on marketing strategies that will help the company attain its overall strategic objective. We see here executive summary, marketing situation, threats and opportunities, objectives and issues, marketing strategy, action programs, budgets, and control. Executive summary, of course, is part of a business plan. And marketing situation, we have to have an overview of the situation of the market. And then after we have the overview, we then look at threats the market poses and the opportunities the market brings to the company. And then, of course, the company needs to have a marketing objective, and also it needs to highlight underlying issues, after which it will develop a marketing strategy, action plans, and then prepare a budget. Budget here, we talk about money. The company needs money to do marketing. And then controls. And after this, we'll move to the next stage, is implementation and organization. After preparing all of these plans, you have to implement them and you have to organize. Who does what? Carry out the plan to accomplish strategic marketing objective, marketing strategies and plan, marketing action. And you have to address who, where, when, and how. You have to address who does what in the plan. That is, you have to delegate, organize and delegate tasks, and where, coverage, and when there should be a timeline for all these things. And for example, every company, virtually most companies operate in quarters. The company has their yearly budgetary projection, and then they divide it into 4 quarters of the year. That is every 3 months. So quarterly, they have, okay, quarterly they should achieve this particular sale of this product and all this. So, and then how, you need to determine how, the tools to use in marketing. And the next would be the control part of it. It says, evaluating the results of marketing strategies and plans and taking corrective actions to ensure that objectives are attained. Operating control, checking ongoing performance against the annual plan and taking corrective action when necessary. Purpose is to ensure that company achieves the sales, profits, and goals set out in its annual plan. Strategic control, determining if the company's basic strategies are well matched to its opportunities. So very often, periodically, companies would do a review to ensure that there is a strategic fit between the company and the market. So we'll now move forward to measuring and managing return on market investment. It is no doubt that investing in marketing is an investment. You invest your time, invest your effort, invest your energy, invest your money as a company to do marketing. So whenever a particular company invests all of this into marketing, it hopes to see a return on the marketing investment. So companies/marketers use marketing performance measures, i.e. marketing ROI, marketing return on investment. The net return from a marketing investment divided by the cost of the marketing investment. Measurement of the profits generated by investments in marketing activities. So when we talk about the net returns, okay, we'll look at what the company has generated because of its marketing activities. And then we'll look at the cost of marketing investment, the total costs, monetary costs that the company incurred in doing marketing. So when we divide this, then we have the return on investment on marketing. So marketing dashboard is a useful set of marketing performance measures in a single display. Nowadays, most marketers use customer-centered measures. of marketing impact. That is customer acquisition, customer retention, customer lifetime value, and customer equity. A recap of what I covered here is planning marketing, partnering to build a customer relationship, like I talked about in a company, the different departments that make up a company, adding value to the product and meeting customer needs and wants and building profitable relationship. And I also talked about the marketing strategy, the marketing mix, the 4Ps. I talked about customer value driven marketing strategy, where we looked at the chart, where customer value is at the core of the chart and other factors that play around, like other stakeholders such as marketing intermediaries, suppliers, publics, and competitors. And look at the 4Ps, which are product, price, place, and promotion. And lastly, we talked about marketing management function, which starts with analysis to planning to implementation and then control. If you have any question, please drop your questions in the comment below and I'll answer your question. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.